All right, guys, pictures up.
Pictures up.
Pictures up.
Let's roll sound.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Sound speeds.
Camera speeds. 2. Awesome. Take 2. Mark.
Set. And action.
Welcome to the Penn Cinema Podcast, your behind-the-curtain connection for movie news and reviews. Now here are your hosts, Penn Ketchum and David Moulton.
Welcome to the show. I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum.
What's up? My man.
David, I'm filming a little clip
Oh,
to introduce our new logo,
yeah.
the Penn Cinema logo. And in the clip, they want me to begin the clip by saying, "Hello, I'm Penn Ketchum. Welcome to my theater."
And you should say, "Hello, I'm Penn Ketchum."
Exactly.
Welcome to my theater. Like that should be the only enthusiastic part.
I get what you're saying is funny.
Yeah,
But what I want to do is be like, "Welcome to Penn Cinema. I'm Penn. What's up?" Like, something like that. Like I can't. I was proofreading the script this afternoon, and I was like, I cannot try to I feel like there's no possible way that I can pull off sounding like a grown up.
Did you go to the person who wrote it and be like, "This doesn't really capture me"?
Right.
I have some notes on the script.
I did write them back and tell them that I had notes.
What's my motivation?
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so we're going to reveal our new logo at a private party on Thursday night, November 7th,
Nice.
which you're invited to.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Now I'm invited to. You look at your face like, what do I have to do to secure his
No,
invitation?
no, not at all. You're 100% invited. My face was like, I feel like maybe I shouldn't have said that because I would like to open it up to all our listeners.
Right.
But now here I am like some kind of uppity exclusive jerk.
No, it's okay.
But people
I
understand.
have the mail away decoder ring.
Yeah.
So I can get in.
Right. So David will be there on behalf of all listeners.
Yeah.
We're unveiling our new logo, which includes this little script thing that I'm filming. I have to film 2 of them. One of them is for Lidditz because it references once you get into the thing, it references our upcoming bar.
Okay.
Which is going to open in early 25. And then we film a more general one for Wilmington and Huntington Valley.
Nice.
Yeah. But then both versions conclude with the introduction of our new policy clip. The policy clip is that little 10-second thing that says Penn Cinema. Oh. Right? But it's not going to have what people are referring to as the creepy kids anymore.
Yeah.
It's going to be fresh and awesome.
Yeah, it's just me going, whoa.
It's David going, what's up?
I love this place.
Right. I come here all the time. Oh, boy. Yeah. So anyway, that's the November 7th party is a private launch of the Red Rose Film Festival, which is that weekend. And so it's November 8th and 9th. November 8th, all the events are down at Zootropolis. So if you're local to Lancaster or if you feel like making a trip, and November 9th, all the events are at Penn Cinema, including the evening awards party, which is only $10 a head. And if you write us podcast at Penn Cinema, I will get you an all-access badge to the first 4 people that write us in.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Now, riddle me this.
Yes.
I feel like during that time space, there might be something happening, say, I don't know, at a special time of day?
Like what?
Well, I just feel like it might be...
It's high noon.
Anything going on around that time of day?
I'm so glad you didn't accidentally lose this soundbite.
Oh, never.
Never.
It's always in the back pocket.
The Penn Cinema podcast, me and David, will listen to this soundbite over and over for an hour straight.
Yeah.
It's called performance art.
Yeah. You can watch us slowly go insane.
So admission to that is free, and it's our first ever recorded live show.
Yeah.
Where we're going to try something new this time. We're going to provide adequate seating, which is a twist.
Yeah.
A totally different way of approaching it.
Yeah. Twist and shout. They
Right,
say,
right, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we're going to be down at Theater 14 at high noon. Tickets are free. Come on out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll plan something fun. Didn't we say after our last live show that we wanted to plan for it
Yeah.
like grown-ups?
I mean,
Yeah.
it hasn't started yet, but
Right.
it could.
It could. We'll probably do it November 9th at about 11:30.
Yeah. So what are we doing?
What do you want to do?
We're going to talk about. Did you make notes? I didn't do anything.
So the Red Rose Film Festival, I am really excited about it this year. Big shout out to Ryan Shank. Big shout out to Chayla down at Zootropolis and all our friends and board members who are putting this show on. We have a lot of filmmakers coming out. We have 4 feature-length films. We have Love Dogs, Band Together, an Unexpected Piece, which is going to be their worldwide premiere.
Nice.
Here at Penn Cinema on Saturday the 9th, which I think is at 12:30 p.m. in Theater 10. And then the 4th film is a fascinating documentary called The Midnight Ride of Jonathan Luna. I think I'm getting that right. And it's a documentary about the murder of this district attorney or some kind of federal prosecutor guy. And he was obviously murdered, but there was some kind of shenanigans because the authorities ruled it a suicide. He was stabbed like 36 times in his back.
Only?
Right. But they still called it a suicide. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so fascinating. And that doesn't even get into all the short films and the short documentaries. And my favorite section, the students' films.
Yeah.
Yeah. So any block, so redrosefilmfestival.com is the website. Any block, the films are grouped together in groups, and it's only $5 to get into a block. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Sweet deal.
And we'll give away a few all access badges if you want to come spend the day or the weekend with us. Speaking of shout outs, there were 2 huge weddings this
weekend.
This past weekend.
The one that just big ones.
It seems like nobody's getting married, but then all of a sudden everybody you know is getting married.
Right.
So shout out, first of all, to my second twice removed, fourth -1 carry the 0 cousin.
Oh wow.
The McAllister wedding.
Basically a brother.
Basically my brother.
Yeah.
Even though it's a girl. But she got married this weekend.
Whatever.
And the whole fam was up there. I couldn't be up there, but I wanted to give her a shout out because by all accounts, it was just the most beautiful wedding ever, and everybody just said how awesome it was. My brother flew the whole way from the West Coast to Massachusetts to be there.
Wow.
My parents drove up from Brooklyn.
Did you use this line, though? Fly all the way across the country to go to a wedding. You can't download a podcast?
Oh, well, I thought you were going to use my brother's line.
Oh.
His line is, I just flew in from Bellingham, and boy, are my arms tired.
That's so original. When did he come up with that?
That's his favorite line. In fact, I hope to hear him say that, because now he's extended the leg of his vacation. His vacation started with the wedding, did some sightseeing, visited with my parents, and now he's set to arrive in Lititz, Pennsylvania, mañana.
Really?
That's Spanish for tomorrow.
Really?
Yes, see.
You got big plans for him on the weekend?
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Are you kidding me? Crazy.
The big ones.
Biggest.
The big plans.
Are you kidding me? Of course.
This guy and plans? Huge.
Huge. All right.
That sounds like a terrifying thing, though.
That is terrifying. Oh, I have another shout out before we get back to terrifying things. The second big wedding that happened on the exact same day was right here in Lititz, Pennsylvania. I want to give a big shout out to Tori Kramer. She got a new last name now, I think, but Tori worked for us many years ago, and she has remained a close friend of the theater, and we just love her to pieces. And we're so, again, I wasn't at the wedding, but by all accounts, it was just the perfect day.
I was at both weddings.
Yeah, I heard. That's why I didn't go.
Yeah.
Zing!
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. That was just too perfect. It was so good. It was terrifying.
You got me. You wrecked me.
I did. I really got you.
And now I'm terrified.
Right. 3 times.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Terrifier 3.
Are you hip to this?
I'm well aware that it is a weird cultural phenomenon that is happening.
Yes. So let me break it down. Can I break it down for you?
Well, what kind of beat?
Slow jam.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's this tiny little movie, like tiny little movie from a tiny little studio. And we like the studio. We do business with them frequently. Iconic Events distributed it.
In my head, I just just slow jamming it.
Right. I assume that I count on all our listeners.
Yeah.
To when we say we're breaking it down and we indicate the beat.
Yeah.
We fully expect that they're doing right.
They're probably doing it.
They're definitely.
We don't need to provide the music.
And David, if they're not, I just want to go on record with an incredible level of disappointment.
Yeah. I can see it in your face.
Right.
I mean,
crushed.
Yeah.
Remember that time we had to stop the episode because somebody told me they weren't playing the music? And
in the middle of the show.
Right. I was too devastated. Right.
And you were...
That's why we stopped doing live shows for all those years.
Right. It was rough. Honestly. You think resting dad face? It's to the extreme.
To the extreme.
Yeah.
Wow. Aye. Terrifier 3.
Yeah.
They called me up and they're like, "Do you want to book this at Penn Cinema? It opens on October 11th."
And you were like,
and I was like, "No, this movie's going to." When it first came on my radar, it was projected to gross $1 million, and I was like, "No, I got Nightmare Before Christmas," which I learned last week. I don't know if you know this. Tim Burton's name's on it, but it's not his actual project.
Right?
Yeah.
That's weird. I never heard that before.
I thought about your comment on that, how you tell people that, and then when you open your eyes, where'd they go? I thought about that the other day while I was driving, and I laughed out loud while I was by myself. But so I'm like, I got Nightmare Before Christmas, I got Hocus Pocus coming, I got Joker, which is going to be huge.
Oh, so big.
I mean, massive.
There's no way that could fail.
I'm still going to need at least 3 or 4 screens in the second week of Joker. I'm going to be full.
It's totally not going to streaming on the 24th of October.
Right.
Yeah.
So I pulled up to the house about 7:45. And I said, "Yo, to the cabbie, yo, Holmes, smell you later." I looked at my kingdom. I was finally here, finally there to sit on my throne.
Terrifier 3.
As the Prince of Bel-Air. So the guy was like, "Penn, you want to open this movie?" And I was like, "Nah, I got better things to do with my time." Mm-hmm. Okay, so that was like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And then like 3 or 4 weeks ago, Drew was like, "Do we want to open this Terrifier movie?" And I was like, "No." It had grown, and now they're projecting like $4 or $5 million.
Right.
And I was like, "Nah," because it's kind of a it's a shitty little movie.
Right.
If I can just, with no disrespect to the filmmakers, and I know how that sounds awful of me and obnoxious, but I was not taking it seriously.
It is a cult classic horror movie series.
Unrated.
Yeah.
Unrated and so disturbing that there were reports of people puking
throwing up
in the theater. So I just thought to myself, nah, I don't need this in my building. And then it opened on Friday. On like Wednesday, Thursday, there was a new report that came out saying it was projecting to do like 12 or 14 million. Mm. And Drew and I were like, should we have reconsidered? Did we make a mistake by not booking Terrifier? Mm. And we were like, nah, we're good. We're fine. We got good content. We'll be all right. No, this is good. David, I think we've talked on this show many times. Or at least a few times.
Once or twice.
As a matter of fact, I think we talk on this show almost every single time.
I would say it might be a consistent thing.
Yeah. So
every episode.
As people who have listened to the show for a long time know, but we'll recap for any new listeners.
Sure.
Every movie theater in the country reports their grosses. Mm-hmm. So therefore, every day we can see what every movie theater in the country did. And in my little market, which includes the eastern side of Pennsylvania and all of Delaware and the little part of New Jersey that's around Philadelphia, the Philly market that might happen to be on the Jersey side, we always rank in the top 10 of those theaters. We have ranked first, second, third. Frequently we're fourth or fifth, sixth or seventh, but always in the top 10.
Yeah.
It depends. If Angel Studios has a big movie coming out, we go right to the top. And we do good with kids' movies and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And on Friday, Drew and I are like, boy, we should have opened Terrifier.
You could see it.
We could see it. I came in on Monday morning, David, we were ranked 32nd.
No.
By not opening Terrifier, we lost about 20 places in the ranking.
Wow.
Yeah. So we made quick work of it, placed a few urgent phone calls.
What's the show? Why didn't you ever tell me about Terrifier 3?
Right. Why do you think you're so much better than Lidditz? So you can't open Penn Cinema?
You didn't ask me about this?
Right.
What's up?
Right. And then I yelled at Drew, why didn't you book us? So we opened Terrifier 3 on Tuesday, which is the first time I have skipped movies where I think to myself later, I shouldn't have skipped them.
Right.
Like mistakes. And you're not going to have it. Nobody bats 100%.
Right.
Except for you. But
I batted once.
right. And hit the ball, and that was it.
That was it.
So I'm saying there have been movies that I missed and that I regretted, you know, because I thought in hindsight, oh, that probably would have been smart to have that movie. But
you didn't feel like you needed to go out and get it right away.
So this is the first time in 17 and a half years that we called the studio on Monday. We had the content Tuesday morning and opened it. So now we're playing Terrifier 3. Here's the interesting thing. If you take our rankings on Wednesday and sort them only by Wednesday, like in other words, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're 10th.
You made it back.
Made it back.
Top 10, baby.
Yep. So anyway, isn't that interesting?
That is. That is.
And I should just...
Is it doing okay? Like for what you think it would do?
It was our number one movie on Wednesday.
Nice.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I was sort of narrating how the projections were going.
Yeah.
1 million, 5, 6, 12, 14. It ended up grossing over $18 million, and it was the number one movie in the country.
Crazy, right?
Crazy.
Yeah, I had read that it was like, they're like, who would have thought it would do better than Joker?
Right. Well, that's why it's so tragic, because it's all tied in together.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
I didn't open it because it's going to be the second week of Joker.
And I know I made the joke, but they're panicking, and Joker is going to video, I think, on the 24th or 27th.
Well, they should be panicking.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway.
Okay. On happier news.
Yeah. No, this is great.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Wicked.
Let's
Or
get
should we
into
talk
it.
about Deadpool?
Well.
I think I'll compromise and talk about both.
Oh, smart.
Yeah. Wicked's projections are on pace with their pre-sales with how well Deadpool did. I know that pre-sales are rocketing
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. So Fandango released their data. Mm-hmm. And
They weren't holding data from Star Trek Captive. This is different kind of data.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different person.
Right. Yeah.
this
but
is-
they let him out.
Right. This is a second data.
And also, this is how we're doing with Wicked, they said.
So Fandango came out and said Wicked is selling just shy of the pre-sales 1 month out from Wicked are comparable. They're behind, but they're comparable to 1 month out from Deadpool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
I'm getting more and more pumped for this movie that I have very little knowledge about.
Right.
And I want it to stay that way.
Yeah.
I don't want to get spoiled on this. I want to go in with these fun expectations.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
So it opens in the afternoon on Thursday the 21st. IMAX has exclusive screenings on the, I'm sorry, it's not exclusive to IMAX. It's IMAX screenings on Wednesday night the 20th. And then I have a secret to share with you, but you can't tell anybody.
Well, hold on. Let me get close.
Yeah.
All right. This is just between you
Just
and me.
between us.
Yeah.
Just between us girls.
Yeah.
Another early access screening is going to be announced even earlier than the 20th. I can't say any details yet.
But it's definitely going to be one of the days that ends with Y.
Correct.
Oh my gosh.
It's
I
not
hope
going
you
to
don't
be.
get in trouble for that.
I hope so too. Can we talk a little
bit more about Wicked?
A little more about Wicked? Are you familiar with the Cynthia Erivo?
The girl who plays Elphaba. Look at me.
Is it Elphaba or Alphaba?
Elphaba.
Elphaba.
Elphaba, I believe, is the cultural correct way.
I don't know because
It's if I remember correctly, it's because it starts with an E. It's Elphaba.
I thought it started with an A, but it was pronounced like it started with an E.
I'm pretty sure it's
Elphaba.
Elphaba. Well, if there's one thing that's for sure, it's that we don't know one thing.
And the tragedy, I'm blaming you.
What?
Hear me out.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready for this.
The tragedy is that we have been corrected. We have been told on this show many times by our dear listeners, definitely Frodo,
Yeah.
but also top 10, Sarah, I believe.
I think everyone's favorite sister got on it.
Yeah, I think everybody has commented and told us any number of times. And the reason why I put it on you, even though we both read the emails, is because you're the guy on the show that remembers stuff.
Well, I made a pact and I said, I'm not changing till Pirate Dave writes in about it. So,
But changing from what?
exactly.
You can't even remember. I can't. This is one of those moments where I can't remember.
I think I originally pronounced it Elphaba, or Ilphaba, but I'm pretty sure everyone's favorite sister, Jen, said it's Elphaba.
Okay.
Pretty
That's
sure
what
she
we're
gave
going
me
with.
like the pronunciation key.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
It'll be the first time.
that's inconceivable.
Yeah. Since the time I was last. Yeah.
Anyway, Cynthia Erivo, who plays Elphaba, so as most people know, this upcoming movie called Wicked
Yeah.
is based on a Broadway show called Wicked,
Right. Which is based on a book.
which is based on a book, but that we don't need
Called
to talk
Wicked.
about the book. The Broadway show had a iconic poster of the Good Witch whispering in Elphaba's ear.
Right.
Gilda. Was it Gilda?
Gilda, I think.
No.
I think you're right.
Glinda.
Yeah.
Glinda whispering in Elphaba's ear, but it was a cartoon poster. It was an illustration.
Right.
And you could see Glinda's face and covering her mouth and whispering in Elphaba's ear, but Elphaba's hat was down, like the brim of her witch's hat was down over her face.
Right.
And it was that's an important detail, is that it was an illustration.
One might even call it the illustration.
It was the illustration. So anyway, the correct actual poster for the movie Wicked has Glinda whispering in Elphaba's ear, but you can see Elphaba staring right in the camera.
Right.
You can see her face, and
It's almost like she was a paid actor that deserves respect.
correct.
Yeah.
And so anyway, some fan posted a poster of the movie poster edited to have the brim come down over Elphaba's face, and Cynthia Erivo took great offense.
Right. I understand her offense.
Right?
However, I don't know. I didn't see
whoa.
the post. But I can understand why a super fan would be like, let's
Right.
make this look like the original thing.
Just playing around with it.
Isn't this cool, everybody?
Right.
And meant it as a like, I love this thing so much.
Right.
And not I don't like this actor. I could be wrong. I don't know. But that's how I would think that it was probably done.
Well, Erivo is certainly, we're all entitled to feel however we feel, right? But I kind of agreed with you when I first read this. I was kind of like, and what I immediately thought was, okay, so this thing's offensive. What about the 17 other posts that you didn't see that are either worse or equally offensive, or you know what I mean? Like you're going to put yourself out there as a high profile public person, like
Right.
shit's gonna happen.
Well, I don't know if this must have gotten a lot of traction for her to see.
I guess, yeah,
You know what I mean?
you're right.
But I just don't. It's like it was like when Hayden. I don't know if this happened.
Okay.
But think of if Hayden Christensen, when he was playing Anakin, it like the posters where it was like they covered half his face with Darth Vader's helmet.
Right.
And they were like, oh, you what? Like if he would have gotten offended by that. But I feel like again, I don't know the spirit of which this was originally posted. Now, if it was posted in a way where they were like coming malicious,
right.
coming against her for ethnicity or her looks or whatever, I totally agree with her that's
right.
And I would understand how she would want to be known for this character and not want to be covered up. But I don't know. Like, I'm honestly surprised they didn't do it that way to begin with. Like, I'm surprised they didn't do it like that and then have two different posters. Like,
Yeah.
It could have been a holographic poster. You know, you walk past and
Right.
it changes so you can see your face. Or
Yeah. I don't know what to say about it. I just
Yeah.
thought it was interesting.
Honestly, I didn't see what it was referencing, and I just read headlines about it, and I thought it was way more egregious than that. Like, I thought somebody had, like, from what I had read from the descriptions, I thought people had, like, taken her eyes and changed their color,
Right.
or made them
No.
like look more demonic, so she looked evil.
No. None of the above.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, I don't mean to distract the conversation because we're all excited for Wicked.
Right. Well, I'm curious, in podcast@pencinema.com, like, what do you
Yeah.
think of this? Where do you, I mean, I do understand her point of view, but I'm not sure that it's this. I don't know if it's worth getting this upset about.
Well, it falls into the category of that old thing about like pick your battles.
Yeah. Well, also,
this is the battle we want to pick.
again, this could have been a thing where she made a comment and it's been blown
That's true.
way out
too.
of proportion.
That's true too. Gives everybody something to talk about.
Someone's talking about it, someone's talking about it, and now the most important people also talking about it.
Hey, I was just wondering,
Yeah.
since we're sitting here talking about this, does that make us? Are we members now of the Cheddar class?
Oh, obvious.
Oh my
Are you
God.
familiar with press?
That's so.
Because it's us.
Get out! Really?
Yeah. We are commentators.
I always wanted to be in the press.
Critics.
Do you have like the hat? I didn't get the hat yet. You know how you wear the hat
Yeah.
and it says press?
Yeah. With
Yeah.
Like, get a little card. on
Right,
it.
right.
Yeah, yeah. You
Oh
didn't
my
get
god!
yours?
I didn't get. Did
Well, that's weird for one of us.
I saw an ad for the Penn Cinema podcast?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and it has one of my all-time favorite lines in it. One of us is wrong, and the other one is me.
In this case,
Or no, I think I
the
said
other one is David.
I said one of us is right, and the other one is David.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah.
But it does remind me of that old line about well, we'll flip for it.
Yeah.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
I love that.
That's
I
my
love that.
favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Last bit of news here. You look like we put this on here, so you might know more than I do. More current news.
It was
I should say.
posted at 3:50 p.m. today.
Oh my gosh! It was like I was at work or something.
Yeah, David's
yeah.
out there working for a living.
Yeah, who would have thought?
I'm over here fooling around.
You're like, ooh, look at this. Dune Prophecy.
Which can I just stop you right there?
Yeah.
I don't want folks to get all excited. This is not the next Dune movie.
No.
Which is what I thought it was
No.
when I started reading the article.
No, it's not.
Until I got to the very last paragraph and it said something about it being a 6-part series. And I was like, oh shit. So I put this on here, David, because it's not movie news.
It's related.
It's related to a major franchise that is especially near and dear to this program. So I wanted to see if you would comment. Dune Prophecy on HBO, I think.
Yep.
Dune Prophecy comes out on HBO November, I think, 24th, something like that. And there's a new trailer that dropped this afternoon, which sounds like you haven't.
I haven't seen it yet.
Haven't seen yet.
But I've seen pictures. and
What's your
stuff.
position on this whole series
Well, let me say this
about that?
about that. We all know that I had a lot of problems with the ending of Dune 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I do believe we know that.
Yeah. Outside of the last half of the second movie, I really like the aesthetics and like the way that they're depicting this world.
Right.
Right. So I don't have a problem with spending more time in it.
And are this series is kind of the same aesthetic and the same tone? And
It is,
are people involved with the series that were involved in the movie?
from what I understand, yes. I don't know how much Denis Villeneuve is, but
Okay.
it is based off of what is one of my favorite books, the first book of my favorite trilogy of prequel books, which is called Sisterhood of Dune. And this, I'm trying to see. Frank Herbert wrote 6 books, and then his son wrote about 20.
Okay.
So there's different, and he always writes them. They always write them in 3s.
Right. Obviously. Why wouldn't they?
And sometimes the trilogies connect. This one is the first book of what's called the Schools trilogy.
Interesting.
Which is about, the movie didn't get into it, but there is, the guy whose eyes go white, and he's he's what's called a mentat. There's a school of mentats. There's the sisterhood, like Lady Jessica's from the sisterhood.
Is that where the traveling pants came from?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this series takes place thousands of years before Dune. And it should, if it's based on the book, it's about the beginning time period of the Bene Gesserit, like how they came to power and became what they were, ultimately, eventually setting humanity on a path that was supposed to lead to the Kwisatz Haderach, which is what Paul is.
Obviously.
As you remember.
Yeah.
He's the Kwisatz Haderach.
Yeah.
You're always saying that.
And his mom prevented the destruction of the Dune.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not really the Kwisatz Haderach, but they think he is.
Right.
Right.
He's the Testa Cataract.
He's the first not failed Kwisatz Haderach to their knowledge. As we all know.
So, David, that's a lot of information.
I'm here for it.
Without answering the question.
I'm not can't wait, super pumped because
Okay.
they did me wrong.
Right. But are you
But
gonna,
I'm interested.
Are you
I
going to
wanna
go
see-
get HBO, or do you currently have HBO?
I don't currently have HBO, and I was worried that this was going to come out during my no streaming service time period where I only said I'd do for Star Trek. Thankfully, it looks like it'll make it before that kicks in.
Perfect. I have one more piece of news. It's not news, it's just a story I want to share with you because our listeners and you would be so proud of me.
Oh.
I was at a meeting of theater owners. So there's about 35 of us.
Yeah.
Literally every single person in the room either owned or had some level of ownership in a movie theater.
How many one-uppings do you get?
All the time.
If you would understand when you own a theater like me,
Right.
what it's
Right.
like.
There's either theater owners or people who run theaters.
Okay.
In the room. And we were talking about this movie, The Midnight Ride of Jonathan Luna.
Yeah. Okay.
And Gina, who was the president of our Pennsylvania chapter of this, she tells everybody, about this movie coming out. And everybody's excited. Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Midnight Ride of Jonathan Luna coming soon to an independently owned movie theater near you.
Perfect.
All around central Pennsylvania. This guy in the row behind me. Oh, no. Yeah. He raises his hand and he says to Gina, is there any word on when and where this movie will be streaming?
What?
So I stood up and turned around before Gina could draw a breath.
Backhand?
And I said, excuse me, wait a minute. Why would you want to watch a movie on TV when it's going to be playing at all these local movie theaters?
And did everyone cheer
They did.
and clap?
They did.
And then they picked you up on your chair.
Well-
and it turned into a bar mitzvah.
No, because we were sitting in a movie theater. I was in a recliner, which is why I say who's in the row behind me. So it was too heavy, the recliner. They all tried to pick it
Now,
up.
then, when you went to stand up, was there as you put your seat up?
Actually-
and then the long.
Actually,
you got up.
I exaggerated. I didn't stand up, but I did raise my hand and turn myself fully around in my chair
Yeah.
to address
And
him.
since you were fully reclined, you're now laying with your feet crisscross in the air and your hands on your chin, like a slumber party.
That's exactly what it was like. Yeah. But can you believe that?
That is crazy.
So the woman sitting next to me when
Yeah.
this jerk said it, she's from Washington, D.C. She's the chief of staff for the National Association of Theater
Oh my
Owners.
God! And did she lean over? He's gone. Is that what she said?
She leaned over to me and goes, that's a ballsy question in a room full of theater owners.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. Now,
I was jerked.
did you
And then
consider that the question was,
and then-
how much time do we have?
And then
before this goes
David,
to
no,
streaming?
I did not consider any of that bullshit
No,
because it's irrelevant.
Why would you?
Why would
Yeah,
I?
thinking of others
And
in
then
a time like this.
No, fuck that. so then afterwards, after the meeting was over, when it's like kind of networking and mingling
Yeah.
and social time, this guy thinks he's going to sidle up and talk to us.
Slid up to you?
He slid up and I said hi and, just enough to not be a complete ass. But before any kind of conversation could start, I just said something like, I got to go talk to this guy over here. And I excused
You
myself.
should have pulled why did his name just go from my head? But the guy that you tried to say hi to, Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
I should have looked at him and then kept walking.
And then walked away with two babes on the other side.
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that happened at a theater owners meeting. Luckily, violence was avoided.
Wow.
Nobody resorted to violence.
Well, but they did resort to some sweet slumber party moves.
I felt like it needed to be said.
Right. Bravo.
Thank you. That's all I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That's all I'm looking for. The third
You
thing.
want me to do...
I did get the satisfying. First of all, everybody clapped and laughed.
And there was, who's that? Oh my God, he's so cool. Right.
No, there was none of that. Zero of that. Anyway, all right. Well, I think that's
all the news fit
that's
to
all
print.
new fit to print.
Oh,
We have so many sound effects on this show.
one would say not enough.
Do you think that we're going to be up for a sound effects award?
Probably.
I don't
The
think-
Oscars are going to be like, well, for the first time ever, it's going to a podcast instead of a movie.
Right. It's just so damn good, it leaves us
Yeah.
no choice.
For unoriginal sound effects stolen and used over and over, the award goes to...
For the best use of clip art.
All right, you ready to get into trailers?
Yeah, we got a lot to do here.
Look, I want to say this before we get into
You
it.
say this about that.
I think we have some decent trailers here. One. And two, I want to say, I don't know if you caught the vibe from the trailers this week, but it felt very pre-superhero movie vibe. Like almost like they were like, oh, we get it. You're kind of tired of this. Remember when movies were like more slow-paced thrillers and instead of blockbusters?
You might be right.
Like I'm talking like late 90s, early aughts kind of feel.
You know what's selling a lot of pre-sale tickets? It just went on sale the other day. Ralph Fiennes in The Conclave. That movie, I think, is going to do some business.
You want to guess what my trailer of the week is?
Conclave.
It is, actually.
Yeah. That's my second trailer of the week. It's probably the best trailer, but my little heart was stolen by a different title.
Oh my God.
Why don't we start
let's
with
talk about Conclave?
Let's start. Conclave trailer number 2, starring Stanley Rucci, Ralph Fiennes, Jonathan Lithgow, and a variety of other amazingly talented actors. Opens the end of October 25th. Looks amazing. Trailer number 2. How is it different from trailer?
I don't even remember trailer number 1.
Yeah.
To be honest. Trailer number 2 was edited in a way that had me interested in the stakes and the drama and the pressure and the high, it made me feel tense.
Yeah.
For the characters.
And it revealed a ledger.
Oh.
Which made me happy because it made me see that the plot has something to do with mysterious funds and, almost like a spy movie, there's going to be other people in on it. The Holy Father himself had something to say about it.
I don't know if these were meant to be edited. They edited it together to seem like it's a flow, but I don't know if it is. But the one guy's like, well, I don't mean to say this. And he's like, but you did.
But you did, yeah.
Yeah.
No, what he said is, well, we never had this conversation.
Yeah.
And he walks away.
But
and
we
then
did.
the other guy's like, but we did.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
That's like when you're with someone and there's a third person and you're like, Steve, are you going to tell him that story about our trip to Acapulco?
I'm never in a place with more than one other person.
Well, that's how you stay safe.
Right. Never get stabbed in the back if the other person's always right in front of you.
That's all I'm saying.
No, the plot of this is picking the new pope.
But there's more to it than that.
But there's more to it. If I were to give you a synopsis of the movie like I did, or even more of it, I don't think that I could sell you on just the premise. But when you see the acting and stuff, it definitely catches you.
This movie is going to be amazing. And as a matter of fact, it's the next movie that this podcast is reviewing.
Gasp.
Yeah.
You mean not Venom 2? Venom 3?
Well, Venom 2 doesn't come out until the
3.
25th.
Well, it's Venom 3.
So this movie comes out on the 25th. So we're going to review this one.
Okay, good.
Right.
Yeah, this one's first.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Did we review the Thunderbolts trailer?
We did.
Okay. I watched it again and forgot that I had seen it. And
it's good.
It looks great. Thunderbolts opens in May of 25, but you'll have to refer to an earlier episode if you want to hear anything we said about it.
Pretty sure we did, but yeah, it looks great.
I have no idea if we did or
Yeah.
not.
Let's talk about The Legend of Ochi, because I feel like this trailer wanted to be my number one trailer of the week and just somehow got me interested, but got me also thinking at the same amount of time no one's going to see this.
This is my trailer of the week.
Is it really?
Yes.
Like I said, I feel like it wanted to be mine, but something about it, I just like, I don't know if anyone's going to, I don't know if it's just me or if anyone will actually see this.
It reminded me, it had Wild Robot vibes.
Okay.
It had ET vibes.
I love the alien in it.
Yeah.
So the premise of this is in a world like ours, near the wilderness.
Like ours.
Yeah. This town has a I don't want to say
mythical.
like okay, let's say Northeast and Bigfoot. Except for
Northwest, you mean.
Northwest, sorry, the Northwest and Bigfoot. And except for in this case, Bigfoot is hypothetically more real.
Right.
And the town trains people to hunt it.
And there's like a breed. There's like a what do you call it? It's not just one Bigfoot that they're aware
It's a
of.
species.
They're a species. That's what I'm looking
Yeah.
for. Yeah.
But I get the hint that even though everyone trains for it and talks about it, no one's seen it in ages. So
Until the star of the movie, a young woman,
right,
apparently finds a baby one,
right,
and learns how to talk to it.
or empathize with it at the very least.
Well, she claims in the trailer that she learns how to speak,
Right, that seems kind of further on, but
that's in the trailer.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah. I mean, if you're talking like storyline, I mean, eventually, yeah, maybe.
Right.
Right.
And then the rest is kind of like ET. They try coming after it.
Right. She's trying to get it back to its species, and
Right.
everyone else thinks that she was kidnapped by it.
Right.
And
You got to watch this trailer. The movie is called The Legend of Ochi, O-C-H-I. It's from A24. It stars Willem Dafoe, Finn Wolfhard, Emily Watson, and I'd never heard of the movie. Maybe that's part of why it was my trailer of the week, because I pulled it up and I was like, whatever, and I started watching it and I was like, I forget when it opens, but I am fully invested. Like, I cannot wait to see this movie, to see how this poor little baby Bigfoot survives.
so I watched it and I was like, this is my trailer of the week, but I feel like it's trying too hard. And then this next movie we watched,
Yeah.
I was like, no, this is my trailer of the week.
This was a good trailer. The movie's called Anora,
Right.
and it's from Neon. It's in select theaters on October 18th and then everywhere in November. I watched this trailer and I thought to myself, this is exactly like Pretty Woman. If the first half of the movie was Pretty Woman and the second half of the movie is Pretty Woman gone wrong.
Right. And this is the second trailer that we've reviewed of it. And the first trailer made it look so different.
Yeah.
Made it look much more serious. Like it was going to be a dramatic story of two people making all the bad choices. And then apparently it did really well at Cannes or Cons. And now they're like, oh, wait, it's actually like a funny movie.
I think you can just say can.
Can? Okay. Well, I can.
You can.
Yeah. So
You think it's funny?
it's funny and not. I mean, it's dramatic and it's a dramedy. It's not as dark as the initial. Yeah.
Fair enough, but what you just said, which you said it like it's a good thing, is why I didn't like it.
Really?
Because I felt like, what are we doing here? Is this a thriller? No. Oh, is this a comedy? Oh, no. Is this a drama? Or does she love him? Is this a thriller? Is this, and I'm like, I watched the whole trailer and I still don't really know what the deal is.
Did you watch the newest one?
I think so. You got something to say about that?
Maybe.
Dear listener, I need you to know what David and I are laughing at right now is that when David said, "Did you listen to the new one?" He came at me. He came across the table
in full force.
with
I
his
just
giant
lean in
pointer finger
out.
pointed at me like
I meant it as a question, but it came across accusatory.
Like a prosecutor. Were you in the motel that night or not?
Yeah. Answer the question, sir.
Had you read the contract? You would have been a great Southerner. Could you imagine you with a Southern accent?
I mean, I would have had to have been a lawyer.
Oh, obviously. Well, you
Yeah.
had the suit and everything.
Right. As you can see, Your Honor, my client here could not have been where they say he had been.
I think it would be more like this. As you can see, Your Honor, my client had not watched the first trailer.
Anyway, I thought this was way better than the first
I
trailer.
think you and your suit in middle school, not
Yeah.
going on to law school, is one of life's great tragedies.
I almost did.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And I think you should have.
Well, a lot of people did.
Oh, that would have been so
What
great.
a world. That's why LOL Jamie's becoming a lawyer.
Is she really?
Yeah. And I'm always like, why don't you just do something fun? And she's like, I'm doing this for us so we can sue everyone who crosses our path.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I want to know more about that because I'm not, but for a while I wanted to go back to law I wanted to go to law school. I think that's badass.
Yeah.
I think we should start.
It's a lot of work.
I think we should start a David Moulton Law School fundraising scam.
Yeah. I like the last part of it. Right. Well, when I'm done, I'll be able to defend us.
No actual,
won't.
no actual plans to go to law
Right.
school, but tons of money.
Yeah. Nobody will test it because if I do go to school, we'll be so protected.
You may never know. Okay, next up is let me just look over here. It's either the worst or the second worst trailer of the week.
Yeah.
Called The Man in the White Van from Relativity, which sadly stars everybody's favorite football player, Sean Rudy Astin.
Right. Bravo for not going for Samwise Gamgee, but you know.
Sean Astin's an Iron Man, so I should be looking out for him as
That's
per
right. I forgot Lord of the Rings passed you over.
as per bro code. But he's a good guy with a good career and he seems likable. Everybody likes him and he's now in this movie, but I guess you got to pay the bills. The movie's called The Man in the White Van. It's from Relativity. Don't bother
What's it
watching the
about?
trailer.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It's a kidnapping thing. It's based on a true story. This girl's, walking around telling her parents the man in the white van is following her everywhere, and her parents are like, you have to stop being so dramatic all the time.
Seriously.
Exactly. That's a spot on impression.
Yeah.
Next up, A Complete Unknown.
Oh man, this was also almost my trailer of the week. It was so good.
This really should be my trailer of the week. This is the first trailer. This is trailer number 2, I believe. This shows you sort of, okay. The first trailer, we knew it was going to be Bob Dylan's early years. And this trailer sort of shows like, okay, this is really about his journey from being an acoustic folk musician, poet, to plugging in and playing at the Newport Newport Jazz Festival.
Right, the Red Rose Film Festival.
Right, exactly. I can't say whether or not Bob Dylan is coming to the Red Rose Film Festival.
No one knows.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody, but not publicly.
One of Kayla's kindergartners had, so far in my book, the quote of the year. The kindergartner goes, Taylor Swift never comes to our classroom.
That's the pain.
Which is true.
Yeah. And so unfair.
It's so unfair.
Right.
Because our classroom rocks.
This looks really great. It stars, as we'll get to know from another trailer, the main star of this is Tiffany Chalamet.
Right. Yes. And Tiffany has a budding romance with Joan Baez, and it documents this a little bit in the movie. Yeah. And I think this trailer looks amazing.
It looks fabulous.
I really hope the Searchlight lets us book it in Lidditz it comes out on December 25th. I'm probably not going to. It's probably going to be a January release outside of the cities, but whatever.
My mom's not a big theater goer.
Theater goer? Or,
yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
But I'm going to try and get her to see this one in the theater.
Shady lady.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't. It's too bright and flashy for her eyes.
Roger that.
Next up, we have a movie by one Sylvester Stallone. The Italian Stallion is in a movie called Armor.
That was a good one. I like that. Yeah. I don't know why that caught me off guard.
I mean, that's what they call him.
Yeah, no, I know. It's a great callback. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a movie. The premise sounds interesting enough to be like, oh, I'd watch that on a Saturday afternoon.
Sure.
But I don't know if it's, I'll go out on a Friday night and see that. The premise is Stallone and the Unstoppables, Unkillables, whatever they're called, but it's not really them, are going to rob a bank car and
Expendables. But this is not that. You're just making a comparison.
Right. Him and a bunch of other guys who are bad guys decide to rob a bank truck, and they knock it over on its side, but the bank guys are locked in the back with the money and refuse to open the door because they're like, we open the door and you'll kill us. And he's like, nah, you're just making it harder for yourself. Like, now we're going to bust in there and kill you. And it's a standoff. It's
kind of an interesting premise if the movie does, in fact, take place entirely on the bridge.
I think I don't know. It's my guess is that the movie will take place over an extended version of a short period of time, expended by flashback backstory for each of
flak bashes.
Flak bashes.
Right.
Flashbacks of each of the guys on the team,
right,
explaining what brought them to.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, well, they weren't all bad except for this one guy who was really bad. And
here's what I think. I think I'm going to watch this show on TV while I'm folding laundry.
Yeah, that's the type of movie it looks like.
And the only reason I'm going to watch it is because I am kind of interested. Like, I do want to know like how it ends.
Right, but you are gonna pull, and rightfully so, you're gonna pull the dad move of it's on, but you're in the kitchen making a sandwich. What did he say? What I miss? Yeah. All right. Next up, we have a movie starring Jude Law called The Order, and this is a movie about Jude Law being an FBI agent, I believe, trying to stop a rise of neo-Nazis.
You want to know what's sad about this?
What's that?
I didn't finish watching this trailer. I'm not saying the movie looked good or bad or whatever, but I didn't finish watching the trailer because the world we live in is so jacked up. It felt too real. Too real. And I'm like, this just sucks.
That's why I felt like this Armor, even Conclave to a little bit, as well as just these three, and maybe a little bit the next final movie we're going to do. They all felt like early aughts 90s movies, like, you know what I mean? Like more based in reality.
I'm going to start a new drinking game.
Yeah.
We're going to go through Penn Cinema podcast episodes, and every time David says aughts, you have to drink.
Yeah. I'm sorry that I refer to them by what they're called.
But they're only called that by you.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Everybody. The ultimate comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't say the 2000s because that includes every part of the 2000s.
No, but to normal people, to the normal people,
or the
2000s include the year 2000 to 2009.
You mean the aughts? AUGHTS? You didn't know that's how it was spelled, did you?
How do you spell it?
AUGHTS.
I probably would have guessed that.
What'd you have?
I like when people say
Proves you wrong. All right.
I know you are, but what am I? I want to do the final one.
Okay.
This movie could have been, it's at the top tier of my movies this week, only because it looks so ridiculous
that it looked fun.
And Paul Reiser plays a sports desk anchor for the Super League of Bowlers, the Slob, right?
Yeah.
And this trailer had me going until the very literally last frame when it said available in theaters and online in November 1st. And I'm like, you're killing me. But the movie looks good. It's called The Gutter. I'm sorry, when I say good.
It looked like a comedy that would make you laugh.
Yes, it looked like a cheap version of The Big Lebowski.
Yes.
And it had those same vibes, and Susan Sarandon looks amazing in it as the veteran bowling superstar that everybody's trying to unseat, And
yeah.
this movie looks fun. It's from Magnolia Pictures, which is kind of a quirky small studio. We love them. And
my favorite scene, which I alluded to, is she's like, what's your dream? And the guy's like, I want to have a threesome. And she's like, really? That still? And he's like, yeah. And she's, what's yours? And she goes, I just want to wrestle that guy from Dune, Tiffany Chalamet.
yeah. No, it was really, I don't know. It was refreshing. And maybe I liked it so much because we had just seen Armor, Conclave, The Order,
Right.
But The Gutter looks like fun. And again, I hate to say it, but I predict I'll watch this movie while I'm folding laundry.
Yeah. All right, that's all we got to go there. Let's end that the right way.
Yeah.
That's the wrong way.
That's the wrong way.
Yeah. What if we ended it the right way?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
That's what you call it, David. I don't know if you're aware. That's what you call a mixed medium.
That is. He was doing an artistic interpretation of the sound
indeed.
effect. Yeah.
We haven't talked enough lately about interpretive dance. Will there or will there not be interpretive dance during the live broadcast of the show?
Can I tell you a quick aside?
Please,
Not like we
please.
haven't enough. So in the school that I went to, which was a private Christian school.
Law school?
Yeah.
Oh, this was-
law school.
Okay.
Yeah, law school.
Yeah.
There was a girl who owns her own dance studio now.
Okay.
Right? She's amazing dancer. But she would do dances to like worship songs and stuff. And we would have full-on recitals just to watch her dance, her interpretive dance.
That sounds awesome.
I'll tell you what it does sound. Sounds like no math class.
Right.
Right? I'm not sure that I got anything out of it, but I will say that she went on to be a professional dancer, so bravo to her and her amazing work, and she's continuing to spread the love of dance to others.
I mean, there's no story better than someone pursuing their dream and living out their best life.
I don't want to belittle the dance part, even though it just was unrelatable to me as a teenager. But,
Sure.
But I think it's amazing she did what she did and continues to do it. But anyway.
Awesome. That's nice that you gave her a shout out.
Yeah. Cool. She's in Lidditz too.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Okay. Well, we already played the fart joke, so now we got to review the movie.
Okay. All right. Michelina Piazza's.
Okay, that's all I was jiving at.
I know. I was gonna let you sit on it.
I thought maybe you weren't saying. Like, I didn't want to pursue the joke because I thought it crossed my mind. Maybe I'm being insensitive because earlier in the show you accused me of not considering others' feelings.
Her last name may have changed. I don't know.
Right.
But
We don't know, but now that we've said her name, you can rewind and listen to it slow-mo if you want.
Again.
Yep. But anyway, kudos to you.
If you want me to say your name on the show, email in.
Podcast. And I think when you write in, you should explain to us why your name should be.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Here's a service I want to offer. If you write in, I will give you a voicemail.
I will do this.
I will
for
do
you.
your voicemail message for you.
Believe it or not, David isn't at
I'm not going
home.
to pretend it's me. I'll be like,
Oh.
hey, this is David from the Penn Cinema Podcast. And I'm sorry, Penn's not available right now. Leave a message after the beep. Beep. Gotcha.
I would like it better if you left a voicemail that was like, hey, girl.
Yeah. Hey, it's me, David. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Not say who it really is.
Exactly. And then they think they got the wrong number to hang up and call again.
Yeah.
And you should have your phone programmed so if you get a second call from the same number, you can be like, hey, it's still me. Stop calling.
So, yeah.
Right.
You going to keep calling me? What's up? Leave a message. All right.
Oh, my God.
This week, Penn saw Saturday Night.
I did. And Friday night and Sunday night. But I saw a movie called Saturday Night.
Right.
Which was based on the first night of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Where to start with this movie?
Okay.
What do you... you didn't see the movie, right?
I did.
Right.
I still want to, but I have not. Yeah.
What do you think the movie is?
I think it is... I think I know too much information to answer this question.
Okay. The movie from the trailer conveys that they're gonna walk you through this incredible chaotic night, which really just the last hour and a half before the show opens.
Right. I knew
Right.
that it was that.
Yeah, and it's intended to be like chaos, right?
Yes.
And I want to tell you, the film delivers.
It is chaos.
And it is so crazy when about a half an hour into it, I watch it with Amy.
Okay.
I was so excited to finally get to watch a movie with her.
Yeah.
Watch it with Amy, and about a half an hour into it, I leaned over to her and I said, "My God, I am exhausted. Like,
Right.
I am so stressed out and exhausted from watching this movie." And then around that time, there's a scene, because up until that point, the camera is following Lorne Michael and Chevy Chase and the executives, and the camera literally never stopped moving. And then, thank God, I'm guessing about 30 minutes into it, Lorne Michael sits down with his, I don't know, girlfriend, ex-wife, wife, something along those lines. The movie never really resolves that question.
Right.
And he sits down with her to watch a clip of the rehearsals. And I remember thinking, thank God they're still for just a moment. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I wonder if the filmmakers did that on purpose, like to give the audience a break.
Right.
Because, like, it is rough. Like, they are moving,
I still very much want to see this movie.
The movie's
Is it good?
It is good.
Okay.
It is good. I think you could say it's great, but what I will say is that the more you like Saturday Night Live, the more you're going to like this show, and the more you know about the people from that era, the more you're going to like this show. Great example. Do you know who Paul Schaefer is?
Yes.
Okay. He's in, I did not know that he was the first band guy. He's in this movie.
Okay.
His character, I don't remember him having, there's he's in a couple scenes, but he's throughout the entire movie. You see him everywhere.
Okay.
But you got to know who Paul Schaefer is to know that, oh shit, that's Paul Schaefer.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, to appreciate the early days of Jane Curtin, Gilda Radner, Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, you know what I mean? Like, even like somebody as, like, not funny, but Dick Ebersol, is a young TV executive, and he's one of the main characters in this movie. And to see his character on screen is fascinating, because now in his prime, he went on to be one of the most successful TV executives in the history of TV.
So let me double up on that. I am a fan of SNL and the art of putting on a production. Like, one of the reasons I love the Eras Tour is just the production side of it. I am not a huge fan of classic SNL skits.
Well, it's funny because Amy and I both commented that, like, they don't do this much of the skits. Like, they showed this one skit, the guy interrupted. I'm not giving it away because it was in the trailer. You knew it was coming when the lights crash, so you didn't see how that skit ended. And then there was another skit, and you saw a lot of it, and everything. And Amy and I both made the comment, I don't get it. Like, the skits in the movie weren't funny. And then we went home on...
I don't think the skits on the show were funny then either.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We went home and watched the skits on YouTube, like the full skit, and we were like looking at each other like, what is this? But
at the time, there was nothing else like it happening.
Right.
Yeah.
And luckily, the movie does not depend on the sketches to be funny.
Yeah.
The movie is what the movie is, but it's not a replay of all their old sketches. I might be remembering wrong, but I don't think there's. I think there's one complete sketch, which is John Belushi, with the head writer. I think that's the only sketch that they show the entirety of.
Interesting.
But there's a lot about what goes on behind the scenes and the effort that goes into getting it done. And again, this was in the trailer, but it was so good in the movie about Lorne ordered a llama, and then every now and then, like, as they're walking by, there's a llama in the background, but they never used the llama, and nobody can remember why they ordered a llama. They just knew it was funnier than a donkey. You know what I mean? And then for those of us who are fans of the show, like you, the llama has stuck around all these years, as a sort of funny thing, that serves no real purpose, but is kind of there just to be funny.
Funnier than a donkey.
Right. Exactly. So I give it the best movie I've ever seen.
Nice.
Yep.
I want to tag along to the back of this and say, I know that I recommended you to this before via text, but I want to drive home how much I think you would enjoy it, because one of the things that's gotten me more interested in this movie is I've listened to all of the Seth Meyers and Lonely Island podcasts, or the Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast is what they call it. And it is so interesting because Seth Meyers is such a great host.
Yeah.
And it's about how they got to SNL. And then each episode breaks down, it's supposed to just break down how they created digital shorts. And it is mostly about like them, how they came up with the idea and filming it, and how like it was such a revolutionary thing to come with a pre-taped thing to SNL.
Right.
And then how that became a staple. But what's really interesting is they also talk about like other skits that happened during the show, or, you know, people leaving or coming in, and they talk about Lauren a lot, and they all of them talk about how afraid of him they are. Yeah. Like, you know, professionally in awe of, I guess.
Yeah.
And how it's funny that this guy who comes across so, in all these stories, so incredibly serious and like powerful, is also the guy like heading up this funny thing every week, making it happen. So it's really, they talk about like how they stand under the bleachers and like under everybody, and then like critique everything. And like, if you wrote something, you're standing under there, Lauren's there, and you're just waiting to see like how he responds. Yeah. I
did
stuff.
listen to the first episode.
It is,
and then I forgot to
really
go back
good.
to it. I heard them tell that story about being under the bleachers, and you're never supposed to repeat whatever Lauren says under the bleachers, because it's like what happens here stays here.
Yeah.
You know? And he said some skit did terrible, and he said burn the tapes.
Yeah.
And then somebody on the show said that's what we should have called the podcast. And somebody else was like, yeah, we should have. And somebody else was like, I tried to, and you guys voted me out or something. I don't know.
But it's just interesting to also learn like how the Lonely Island, like how they were a trio before SNL.
Right.
And then how they each, you know, Andy was on the show, but the other two guys were really driving forces behind it. So anyway, interesting stuff. I highly recommend.
Yeah, that's the Lonely Island podcast, and the movie is Saturday night, which is still playing.
Right.
It didn't open to huge numbers, but it's doing solid business.
Good. And next week we're going to watch The Conclave. Or Conclave.
Conclave.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to listener feedback, comments, questions, so forth, and so on.
So forth and so on?
Yeah.
Because usually it's just so forth. But you're saying this week we're going to do so forth
and so on.
And so on.
Yeah.
But not so off.
No. Not.
So forth, so on, but that's where it stops.
Right.
Because after all, people, we got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, we can't. It can't be everything.
For crying out loud. Or as my mom would say, honestly.
Yeah. And this first letter came in, and I love it.
It's the letter of the week.
And I was just brainstorming nicknames for this person who also has a perfect nickname.
Yeah, please.
Right? And the two I came up with, I was like, oh, no, that's not good. And the second one, I was like, no, that's really awkward for everybody involved. So the first one, it's K-Lo.
Right.
And I was like, K-Lo. And I was like, oh, no, that's bad.
No, that's bad.
That's real bad. And the second one is, every kiss begins with, and then I heard you in the background, K-Lo. And I was like, no, that's awkward for everybody involved. That's nixed. So I didn't come up with anything.
So we're just going to stick with K-Lo.
K-Lo, yeah.
So K-Lo wrote in. Can I read it?
Yeah, hit it up.
K-Lo had a big trip.
Big one.
Yeah.
Huge one, actually.
All the way to the West Coast.
That's crazy.
Kayla and her little gang of buddies.
Well, this is someone who's been over the seas.
She's been over the seas.
Now she's been over the land.
Over the land, all over the place, this kid. So anyway, Kayla writes in and says, hello, good sirs.
Hello, good
Hello. Jolly good. Boy, you take her to London one time.
And everything changes, right?
You know?
That's a father's, like, you inspired her.
I should have thought about that before we went.
Yeah. Some days I'll think of the right words when I come up with something to say.
Right. Jolly good. Hello, good sirs, she writes. She goes on to say, I just returned from a trip to California, which came with, I don't know why this last part struck me so funny, but she says, I just returned from a trip to California, which came with 2 long plane rides. David, How else would you get to California?
You could drive.
You're going to drive.
Take a train.
You could train.
Take a measly
bus.
6 days.
Right. Imagine taking a bus. I've driven across the country. Well, if Vegas counts. I drove from Las Vegas to Manheim, Pennsylvania. To Lidditz, Pennsylvania. The night that the Manheim Central football team won the state champs.
That's why you weren't here.
In 2003.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kayla writes in and says, "Hello, good sirs. I just returned from a trip to California, which came with 2 long plane rides. I watched the documentary Will and Harper on the way home, and I have not stopped thinking about it." We reviewed this trailer, right? Or did we just talk about it?
We did the trailer, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the movie with Will Harper and his longtime friend and also professional colleague.
It's not. It's with Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
And his longtime professional colleague.
Right.
Harper.
Right.
You said it's with Will Harper.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. It's with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
This is a documentary style movie,
Yes,
I think.
it's a very real version
Yeah.
of
How about I just shut up and get back to her letter?
Yes, maybe.
Okay. I watched the documentary Will and Harper on the way home, and I have not stopped thinking about it. I don't think either of you have watched this yet, but I'm here to tell you that you need to. Really, everybody needs to. It's about Will Ferrell and Harper Steele, who was formerly Andrew Steele, and they worked together on Saturday Night Live. Harper is now a transgender woman, and the documentary follows them going on a road trip as they navigate their friendship and the country under this new perspective. First of all, I loved seeing Will Ferrell as a normal human being and not just over-the-top ridiculous.
Yeah.
That struck home that she said that because all you ever see is him over the top.
Right.
Right. So that sounds appealing. And then she says, second of all, there were a ton of cameos from famous Saturday Night Live people. Third of all, this documentary hit every emotion. I laughed and cried and smiled and felt hope in humanity again. The beginning is a little bit awkward, but only gets better. Best movie I've ever seen.
Wow. That's awesome. I really want to watch it.
I'm flying. I have a trip coming up that comes with 2 airplane rides as well.
2 of them?
Yes.
I do like 2 airplane rides.
It came with 2 airplanes, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to be watching this on one of my
I wonder if
airplane
travel
rides.
agencies are like, well, you can go on this trip. Tell you what, this one comes with 2 airplane rides.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Well, thanks for writing.
Yeah, good luck topping that letter, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
We did hear from. That's right.
That's the best intro because it's so freaking short. Sister.
It's so quick. Everyone's favorite sister writes in. Now, I'm not going to get upset.
I was gonna sing the top 10 countdown song
Except for it's not
over the sister song.
Yeah, there wasn't enough time
There wasn't enough time
to even start.
because I thought it would be funny irritating the one sister if you sang the other sister's theme song over
top.
Right.
She got something a little wrong here.
She got something a little wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
'Cause she's
David,
like,
David, correct it.
She's like, I agree with a certain someone, but I think that certain someone's not the someone who made the statement.
I think she's just so inclined to agree with me because I'm always right that she just assumed it must have been me.
She says, I have to agree with Penn, a.k.a. David.
Right. AKA David.
AKA David. In that Agatha is one of the better MCU offerings. I feel like it's the same model as WandaVision, where it was built as a TV series and not a 4-hour movie chopped into 45-minute segments. You know a good show is good when literally everyone knows what the big character reveal will be, and yet when it happens, it's such a brilliant scene that it makes you go, damn! That was a great reveal. I think she meant, damn, that was a great reveal.
Damn, son.
She said, I cannot wait for more.
Is that what
I think it might have said that. Apparently, we're missing the last. It cuts off there. I don't know who put this in here.
She wrote, let me read this verbatim. That was a great reveal. I cannot wait for.
There's no clue if there was more.
Right.
We don't know what she's waiting for.
So as far as we know, she's still sitting out on the front stoop,
Waiting.
You know, on the porch.
She can't wait.
Eagerly, cannot wait.
She was so busy she couldn't even
She
finish.
can't wait for it.
Yeah.
Wait, what if something heavy fell on top of her and she's like,
She wrote this at the beginning of.
yeah, Timmy fell down a well type of situation.
Maybe Milton hit right in the middle of the email.
Yeah. Well, that's not funny.
She's fine, by the way.
Okay.
She did check in.
Okay, good.
She's good. So I can make the joke because she's okay.
I still don't think you can make the joke. I think you can.
Yeah, I think I'm okay on that one.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
All right. You know what? I've got to ask you, because
Yes.
first off, that's all that people wrote in this week. Look, if you want to be a part of the show, email us, podcast@pencinema.com.
If you dare.
If you dare. But I got to ask you, Penn. What's it with you?
That's not part of it.
What?
You
No,
can't just.
that was part of the sound effect.
You can't just throw in an ad lib fart noise on my intro music.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was.
If I knew which button to press, I'd make you play it again.
Well, lucky
You ruined it.
You don't.
You ruined it. I want to take something back.
You're going to take something back?
I'm going to take it back.
Are you going to take us back or just something back?
I'm going to take it back. I don't like the Penguin anymore. I felt like it got off to a great start. I came on the show and I said how much I loved it and it was great. And now it just feels to me like every other show where like they start the beginning of the episode with some kind of interesting plot and then they drag out the episode until they can get to the end and reveal another
interesting thing that you want to come back
interesting thing to come back for next week. And it's lame.
You think they did that to you on purpose? Like to be spiteful?
The show's not good enough to be able to do that.
Oh, wow.
IMO.
Wow. IMO. So, got it.
All right.
The Penguin's no good. What else
other
is on?
shows that I'm watching is The Night Agent, which is not... Here's the thing with The Night Agent. It's not good,
But you're watching.
but I'm watching the hell out of it.
Nice.
I'm not entirely sure why. I think the difference between The Night Agent and The Penguin is that in The Night Agent, there are some like action sequences, and sometimes they throw a little plot development in the middle of the show, not just at the beginning and the end. But The Night Agent is a great show to have on TV while you're doing something else.
Okay.
I
got
mean,
you.
it's good. It's good,
So
but
everyone has to have something like
yeah,
that.
but it's not awesome. Remember last time we talked about I rewatched The Edge of Tomorrow?
Right, yeah.
Now I'm rewatching The Spy Game.
Oh.
15 minutes here, 20 minutes there. Robert Redford and Brad Pitt, and it is so good.
I thought you were going to go from Edge of Tomorrow to Oblivion, which I also think is quite good.
That is a good movie too.
Yeah.
And I know this has nothing to do with movies, but I discovered the Trainer Road podcast for all you athletes that are listening to this.
TRP?
Yeah, the TRP. Everybody knows how awesome it is. It's actually really interesting. And then also, because the Ironman World Championships are coming up, I've been off of Lionel Sanders for a while. I know you're a big fan.
yeah.
You know, you're telling me all the time, LS, no limits.
Yeah, I'm always like, my favorite Iron Man's Tony Stark, Lionel Sanders.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So Lionel's YouTube channel has Kona vlogs leading up to the World Champs, which is not this coming weekend, but the following. And we're really excited. So, by the way,
Do you ever Google these Kona things and accidentally get the Kona 2012 stuff?
no.
Okay.
And by the way, big shout out to our guy Matthew Marquardt out of Ohio.
Yeah.
He's already there. He's already in Hawaii.
No way.
Getting acclimated.
That's dedication.
The dude is a professional Ironman athlete, and he's going to compete at the front of the race.
Are you going to reconnect with your surf buddy?
I am. Yes. What was his name? Shit. Rory.
Rory.
What's up,
dude?
Rory? I'm
Rory.
definitely going to go connect with Rory.
Yeah. Remember me? And he'd be like, yeah, dude. But he won't really mean it.
Right. He will say he remembers,
Yeah.
but he does not
He
mean
does
it.
not remember
Right.
He doesn't remember yesterday.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
David, you know what I've been wanting to know lately?
Really? What?
What's with you?
I'll tell you what's with me. If you can handle it. Nobody wants this. Also, I'm watching. Nobody wants this.
Also, touche. Very well done.
You watched this, right?
I did. I loved it.
I thought it was really good. It was interesting. Well, one, I love Adam Brody. I think he's a great actor, the main guy.
That's Adam Brody?
No, it's not.
No, it's not Adam Brody.
No, it's Seth Cohen.
Okay.
Which is not his real name either. I don't know what it is about you that turns me into my mother who can't remember names.
So you're blaming me.
Yeah, I'm blaming you for me being like my mother and not being able to remember names. So
Roger that. I'm not the one who blanked on how to pronounce alphaba.
Yeah. Well, we all have our faults. Yours are many.
All right, so you're enjoying Nobody Wants This.
Yeah, but it's weird because it's not like I'm watching it. I'm like, this show could be so much more.
Yes.
But when it does right, it does so right. But it feels like it's a short scene and then like footage of outside and then another short scene that are barely connected. There's no subplots. But it's so well acted.
I completely agree with you, and I never articulated that in my mind. But as soon as you said it, I was like, yes, that's true. Like, I love this show, and I recommend it to anyone who wants to watch a funny rom-com.
Right.
But as soon as I heard you say that, I thought to myself, yes, that's what's missing from the show, is that it's a great show. It could be like the kind you want to go back and watch again and again and again. Yeah. Instead, it's just a great show that you watch and you're like, oh, this is fun.
And I love at the end how they say Netflix announces at the end there's a season 2 coming. I don't know if that was there when you watched it.
It was not.
Yeah, but now they have a screen that comes up and says,
can't wait.
It's official, season 2 is coming. Also, his name is Adam Brody, not to be confused with Adrian Brody.
Roger that.
We're two different people.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, for the first time in like 15 years, I am on the pulse with a brand new anime called Dandadan, which apparently is the hip new cool thing, and I just love the animation style. And there's 2 episodes out, and it's on Netflix, and I'm enjoying it. Also, I watched a great movie that I'm not going to tell you anything about because you should really go in fully unknowing. It's called What's Inside on Netflix.
And what can you give me a genre?
I'll give you the very basest of base premises.
Okay.
A bunch of people are at a party, and a guy pulls out a case, and in the case, he's like, let's play a game. And the game is like Mafia because the case switches their bodies.
Okay. Is this a series or a movie?
It's just a movie.
I remember seeing a trailer for this now.
It's like an hour and a half. It's quite good.
I can't wait.
Agatha all along, we talked about that. I'm liking it. And I'm reading a book called Life on Svalbard because I'm low-key obsessed with Svalbard. And it's got beautiful pictures and really cool information about anyone who finds Svalbard interesting.
Which is
an archipelago.
Dozens of people around the world.
North of the polar line. It's interesting because they were talking about the Aurora Borealis, which we recently had a big view of.
The Aurora Borealis.
Did you go out and see it?
David, this is such a sensitive topic for me.
Oh my gosh.
I recently was back in touch with some childhood trauma.
Please dish.
I'm debating whether or not I want to get into this. My whole life, I have felt like every time somebody's like referencing some freaking great like sunrise or shooting star or a fucking comet, or a celestial ball or, something like that, I never see it. People are like, oh, look, there, you could see, you know what my favorite constellation is? Orion's Belt, because it's the only one that I see every time. It's 3 stupid stars in a row, and then somehow they magically turn into a belt because it's 3 dots. It's like the worst game of connected dots.
Isn't Orion's Belt also the Little Dipper?
I don't freaking know, David. It's awful. So everybody's posting all these pictures of the stupid Aurora Borealis. Is that the Northern Lights? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, so everyone's like, oh, you can see, look to the west and you see the northern lights. And I'm like, I'm not going to see it. I know I'm not going to see it. I'm going to look like a sucker, and I'm not going to see it. And so we go out in the backyard, and I look to my west, and I don't see anything. And everybody's like, oh, you got to look through your camera. Look through my camera. I don't see anything. Amy and Kayla and somebody else Renee drive all around the neighborhood looking for great spots. And I'm just completely left out.
Did they see it?
I don't know. I don't know if they saw it or not. I completely object. I was like, I'm not driving around the neighborhood looking for something I know I'm not going to see.
Apparently, it was fantabulous.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it like everyone else did.
See?
Well, that's because by the time I saw all the posts about it enough to get me to care, it was already like beyond us.
And didn't you feel left out? I felt left out.
I didn't feel left out till then. When all my friends around here told me about it, I didn't care one bit. And then when my friend in Harrisburg was like, go outside, it wasn't here anymore.
Back to train up. You got friends in Harrisburg?
One.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You know.
That's very
connections.
It's very big of you.
Yeah.
Reach out to
I'm a man of the people.
Yes.
Or the person in Harrisburg.
The dumpster fire that is Harrisburg.
Right. All right. Well, that's all we got. Next week, we're going to be watching Conclave. Look, if you want to be a part of the show, best way to do that is to email us, podcast@penncinema.com. But if you want to support the show, Penn, what's the number one way you can do that?
Absolute number one way?
Yeah.
Help us put on the best possible live podcast of all time. Send us your ideas, podcast@penncinema, what we should do during the live broadcast. And your ideas can be helpful or hilarious.
Right.
Don't be writing in with any kind of serious, like, grown-up stuff.
Maybe you should have popcorn.
I want either like write us in a question
Right.
that you would like us to
Or a
discuss,
topic you want
or a
us to
topic,
discuss, yeah.
or recommend that we bring a llama into the show.
What if we did? Funnier than a donkey?
Yes, funnier than a donkey. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah. I honestly thought you were going to be like, causing Aurora Borealis. It says it's in the podcast.
No, man, I'm not into that stuff.
But maybe you're not an ideas man. Just tell a friend.
Yeah, tell a friend how much you enjoy the show.
All right. Well, once again, for the Penn Cinema Podcast, I'm David
And
Moulton.
I'm Penn Ketchum. Take care and party on.
Thanks for joining us this episode. Our hosts would love to hear from you. To contact the show with your thoughts and reviews, email podcast@penncinema.com. This podcast is a production of Penn Cinema. Escape to the movies at Penn Cinema, featuring crisp digital projection, killer sound, reserved seating, and premium power recliners. With locations in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Wilmington, Delaware, and Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Showtimes and tickets available at www.penncinema.com.